Ooh. Insert angelic chorus sound effect and dramatic lens flare here. No, seriously, do that in your own head because I don't have either the budget or the wherewithal or the editing skills to do so on my own. So, just imagine it. It's beautiful, isn't it? It is the end of an era, folks. Hey there, I am the Mighty Plantain. I've asked Fingaz to join me tonight.
Howdy, everybody.
He's a little unprepared. I sprung this on him last minute, not expectedly, but I'm down to the last beer out of Bill's beer fridge. So I figured that there's one person who's willing to do these reviews with me who actually worked with the man. So I'm putting you on the spot, and we're going to go ahead and get to it tonight. Now, quick caveat here. We're doing Green Ghost, which was one of Bill's favorites. There was, I don't even know, there was at least a full case of that in the fridge when I inherited it. Just to give you an idea how much he liked it, because there was maybe a 4 or 6 pack of most varieties. There was at least 24 cans.
Well, that was the thing when he heard it was coming out or whatever, right? He'd stock up.
Yeah, he would. And it just happened to be, this one was fully stocked. Now, I've gotten into a couple of these in the meantime, and the green dye, or whatever it was that caused it to be green, has kind of settled over the last couple of years, because it's been a couple of years since we started doing these. But I found that if I roll the can gently on the table, it redistributes the particulates, but it doesn't necessarily put the green color back into it. So we're going to roll the cans gently. We're not going to bother putting them up to the light and in the glass. We're just going to go straight from the can because it does not look like it should. Now, as I told you before, I have not even gotten the runs, and I'm still alive, so I don't think that the settling of the particulates is going to be harmful to.
Well, at least I got another day before I have to get back to work, so I guess, we'll test it out. We'll figure out what happens.
Yeah. If you don't mind, on the upper left shelf of the beer fridge is the Green Ghost. We'll take a couple of those out. I think there's a third one. Boosh is sitting out by the fire, and he's ready for another beer, so maybe I'll reload him with one of these too, just to get his impression. But you guys have seen this on the channel before. This was one, like I said, Bill was a huge fan of his sours. As a matter of fact, it's been, I think, 75% of the beers in there have been sours.
Yeah, it seems like that it was his go-to.
Yeah, and he would always talk about them. We're going to give the Green Ghost a little nice little... And I mean, it's got like the Scooby-Doo type graphics. There's so many things to love.
First thing I thought about it when I saw the cover.
You see
the wrap, I mean.
It looks just like something straight out of Scooby-Doo.
It does, it's pretty sweet.
I think they did that on purpose. But yeah, it's from Woodland Farm Brewery, and it's got the woodruff syrup, which is what gives it this unique flavor. And everybody I've given it to has actually said that's different. I've never tasted anything like that before. We're at 4.9% ABV, and it is just a sour ale. So here we go. Oh, the rolling doesn't completely do away with this, but it's better than shaking it.
Yes, I guess it would be.
Nope, stuck my nose right in the foam. But now we're not getting much of an aroma off of it. Right?
No,
Yeah.
it almost smells like a seltzer.
It's got a little hint of sourness to it, but
Yeah,
now that I'm getting right down in it and the foam is gone, there is that weird aroma that I attribute to the woodruff syrup. But here we go.
all right.
Cheers to
try it
Bill,
out.
man.
Cheers to Bill. It's light.
Yeah, it does have a nice light mouthfeel.
It's not just that the light sourness. A lot of the sours go too far, and it's not really a pucker factor, but it's that factor that's just like it's too tart or too heavy on that sour side and not giving enough beer flavor to me. This kind of goes a little bit in between for me, so that's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's definitely well balanced with the sourness. But now in the aftertaste, that's where you really kind of get that weird. I don't know how to classify it. It kind of rests back here pardon, that odd flavor. It's almost a bitterness, but it's somehow a sour bitterness. And again, I got a hint of it with another raspberry sour that I've had, but it's just different.
I'm almost now. This is just me, but I'm almost finding almost a film to my mouth from it.
It does kind of stick around for
And
a
it's
while.
yeah, and it kind of just gives you that. Yeah, but I don't really have a lot of flavor in that feeling like that is doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the lightness of it, and honestly, overall, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
And I think actually, Lady Fingaz would love this.
Think so?
Yes, she's a fan of the sours, so
See. Dog's here.
she doesn't like that overpowering sour, although she likes it stronger than I do. But I think she would really enjoy that. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I was gonna reload Boosh with that third one. Why don't you take it home to her?
I will. I'll let her try it. I think she'll enjoy it.
Good. That'll be awesome. But yeah, it definitely has this unique flavor. It's different. I haven't. Dog's drinking out of the bowl. You guys can hear that on camera. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's
I
fine.
didn't know you were filming.
Mossy's thirsty.
That is a.
Dog should drink regardless of what else is going on.
That's kind of how you drink beer sometimes, actually.
Well, on occasion, yes. But no, it's definitely just a different and unique flavor. It's very good.
Yeah.
I can't put my finger on what makes it so good, but it is a nice
Yeah.
balanced sourness to the
Yeah.
beer flavor. It's distinctly a beer, but it's definitely also a sour.
And like you said, there's nothing that stands out that lets you know why, or why you think it's that good. Interesting.
Just all together, it looks.
And the graphic is one of my favorites, actually, of the ones I've seen.
I'm loving it.
I do love the Scooby Doo. It reminds me of you actually picking up the fact that it was on the Aqua Teen Hunger Force on that beer the other day.
Yeah.
And-
the Carl thing. I just actually reviewed the chicken wing.
Yeah, and a lot of these independent beers, and they seem to be doing things like kind of just pulling off these kind of smaller things with a Scooby Doo reference here, or just something that catches the eye of people who, well, I guess used to watch Scooby Doo. There's new ones now, though, right?
Pardon. They're not the same.
No, they're not. Of course, they're not. But that's
Casey
just old
Kasem
men
is
talking
long
to
gone.
saying. That's what old men always say, right? It's not the
Exactly.
same.
It's not the
My
same.
generation was better. Yeah,
Well,
really good.
definitely understand why it was one of Bill's favorite beers. I think it's still a 5 out of 5 for me because that weird, aftertaste that I can't put my finger on, that is somehow pleasant yet weird at the same time. It messes with me, so I'm still there. 5 out of 5. It's just different, and unique enough that, combined with the fact that there's nothing bad about this beer, and I'm really loving it, I just can't.
I think there's something for me that makes it. I know it sounds kind of odd, but it tastes kind of like what I wish seltzers tasted like.
Okay, I can
Because
see that.
because all the White Claws and all that shit tastes like crap. And if someone passed me a seltzer and it tasted like this, I'm like, oh, okay, I can drink these all night.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if it's a 5 out of 5 for me because it's high up because it's a better sour than I would normally rank a sour.
Yeah.
But there is that. I don't really. If I'm going to go somewhere, I'm not going to be looking to say, you know what I want to try? A sour ale. So I'm going to go 4.5
4.5
on your scale.
We'll take it.
Unless I make my own scale, and then we'll see what happens.
Hey, some people do the 1 to 10. I keep it simple on the channel, but so that is what it is.
Just in case you've never watched this channel, a 3 is average, which means that a 4.5 and a 5 are excellent.
2.5 is average.
Oh, 2.5 is average. That's right.
I only say it every video.
I was trying to hope to get him to have a 3 be average so that more of the beers I gave him would have better grades.
Dude, you have supplied me some really good beers though, and I think I've managed to give you a shout out on every one. I hope.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. But no. So either way you look at it, it's a really good beer, and I hope that it shows up again because I haven't seen it since Woodland Farms put out the first release. These are actually still from the first release, hence the settling and the other stuff I mentioned before. But again, to close out the Bill's Beer Fridge series, I'm glad you were able to make it out tonight.
Yes, me too, man.
And I I appreciate the fact that you let me spring this on you, because like I said, it's just nice to have somebody who actually worked with the man close out the series on one of his favorite beers. I think this is hitting all the marks, and yeah, I'm a little sad that it's over, but at the same time, there's a certain amount of closure there. I know I kind of drew this out. I think it's been at least 2 years, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Since he passed, 2.5, because it was May 2 years ago, and now we're in October. So,
Yep. Wow, time flies, as they say. I
pardon.
suppose.
So, yeah.
Cool.
Anyway, I miss the man, but it's over now. Well, this thing is over
Series is over now.
Yeah.
The Bills Fridge series is over now.
Now it's just a beer. Well,
And
it's never going to just be a beer fridge, but
Right.
it's
And 2.5 is average.
it's now just going to be filled with stuff that I've picked up in the meantime. And I do still walk into work from time to time, and I hear there's a couple of guys who sound similar to him. Like Gabe sounds similar to him, and every now and then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, fuck, no, it wasn't him. Yeah, so it's I don't know. The man touched a lot of people's lives in a different way than I would have expected from just your average coworker, and he was a good guy. So
Yep, he was.
anyway,
Here's to him. One last time, to Bill.
thanks for coming out tonight, man.
Anytime.
And thank you all for watching and indulging in my series. Yep,
Let's get to 2,000 subscribers.
that would be great. But either way, yeah, I don't know. I'm just feeling like this weird sense of closure on the whole thing, because this is the end of this series, and I won't have stuff to post on Thursdays for this series anymore. And it's like, I don't know. Again, it's just this weird feeling.
It will be time to open a new series on Thursdays.
Well, depending on what happens with Boosh out at the fire pit tonight, it might be Boosh's stumbling to the bathroom Saturdays.
There you go. There you
Or
go.
something. Boosh humping the statue and stumbling to the woods to pee Saturday. I don't know. Anyway,
No, that's Sasquatch Saturdays.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch Saturdays.
Shit, now I got to do a whole new brainstorming thing on that. All right, anyway, folks, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for taking this little journey with us, and I appreciate you indulging in me walking down memory lane every time I do one of these videos. And anyway, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to share like and share the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Till next time, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.